Welcome to Live at 0 BPM, bringing live music to you. Tonight, it's Trio WoRK featuring Ken Wilde, Tom Rizzo, and Susan Krebs. And we don't charge a cover, but musicians are paid exclusively by your tips, so we strongly encourage you to do so. Just go to live@0bpm.com/tipjar. You can also tip on Venmo at ZEROBPM. And now, let's get to the music with your host, Grammy Award-winning percussionist and mallet player, Billy Holting.
Hey everybody out there in internet land, welcome back. It's another Thursday. It's our second Thursday of the year that we're doing these things, and we've got a great trio. Now, some of you regulars may remember Ken and Tom, who played here a while ago. Well, they brought in Susan with them, and it actually makes the trio even bigger. So, I mean, the duo is now a trio, so obviously it's bigger, 50% more. So let me bring the gang on. But let me just say, hey, we are 100% tip-based. No amount is too small. No amount is too large. Whatever you can do. The tip jar links, I'll put them in the chat rooms. They're in the descriptions. So I already see some regulars here. I'm going to say hi to you guys on the first break. But let's just get to the music. Let me bring the team in here and get these up. And hey, how are you guys?
Hey, good. Hey.
So what are you guys going to start with? Or do you want to just jump into it and surprise us?
We're going to surprise you.
Okay.
Okay?
If it's what's on the list, I have the title already. All right. Take it away.
Okay.
Someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? Oh, no one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand. I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little scheme I'm scheming, dream I'm dreaming. Now I know what my mother taught me to be true. Oh, she meant me for someone exactly like you. you make me feel so grand. I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little scheme. I'm scheming, I'm dreaming. Now I know why my mother taught me to be true. Oh, she meant me for someone exactly like you. She meant me for someone exactly like you.
Oh my God, there's a crowd outside the studio. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah, they love you. They
Well,
love you guys. They love everybody. They're a great crowd.
Really? And
But like I said, I'm going to say hi to. We have a lot of regulars here and some new people as well. So
That's
if
good.
Facebook would quit giving me pop-ups asking me to do titles. I've already done them. So, but of course, Phil is here, our friend from the Great White North up there in Canada, and Toby from Encino. She has a question. Tom, are you playing in Topanga anytime soon?
Are we? We're hoping to. We're hoping to. We don't actually have a date yet.
Okay. Well, Monday, if you have a mailing list, sort of an email link I can send out, I will do that on Monday. So let's see. We also have Wayne is here. If Wayne, I believe, is from Wisconsin, I want to say, but Wayne, correct me. He's one of our newer regulars. And then Jenny and John say hello from the top of the world. And also we have Joyce, our good friend Joyce, who just let me into her jazz aficionado Facebook group today, so thank you, Joyce, for that. And Rochelle is here, of course, and Brenton is here. Brenton, I have not seen you in forever, so good to see everybody. And Wayne is clapping, but and we do have a tip. This is like a pre-tip, and I told the guys earlier, it's the earliest pre-tip we've ever gotten. Bruce sent a tip on Monday. So excited for the trio, and you can't blame him. You guys are awesome. So let's.
can I ask one question?
Sure.
Are the people that are at the top of the world, are they at the Arctic? Where is that?
Let's see what they say. It just says, John and I are here luxurying at the top of the hill. Oh, top of the hill, not the top of the world.
Okay.
But it might seem like the top of the world. It's all perspective, right? Okay, well, let's get back to the music, as the guy says. So what do you got for us now?
This is a tune called No Moon at All by, you have your snappy card out there by Red Evans and Dave Mann. And the tune always reminded me a little of a kind of a Halloween tune of, a dark night with no moon. And so I brought it to Ken and Tom and said, a little bit spooky kind of, because there's no moon. So, scary. So this is what we came up with.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No moon at all. What a night. Even lightning bugs have dimmed their light. Stars have disappeared from sight when there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect chance to park, and there's no moon at all. Should we want atmosphere for inspiration, dear? One kiss will make it clear that tonight is right, and bright moonlight might interfere. No moon at all. Oh, up above. This is nothing like they told us think we fell in love when there's no moon at all. Should we want atmosphere for inspiration? Dear, one kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might interfere. No moon at all. Up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love and there's no moon at all. Oh, no moon at all. No moon, no moon at all. Thank you so much.
That's a great tune. Really,
It is
really
a great
nice.
tune.
Yeah.
You don't hear it so much anymore, but I can't remember what year it was. There's so many of these great tunes that are from the 30s and the 40s. It's just
Yeah.
nobody writes like that anymore. They just do not. So our next offering is a Ira Gershwin and Jerome Kern tune written in 1944, and it has a vibe. It's just a really lovely, sweet tune.
Take it away.
Long ago and far away, I dreamed a dream one day, and now that dream is here beside me. Long the skies were overcast, but now the clouds have passed. You're here at last. Chills run up and down my spine. Aladdin's lamp is mine. The dream I dreamed was not denied me. Just one look and then I knew that all I longed for long ago was you. away. I dreamed a dream one day, and now that dream is here beside me. Long the skies were overcast, but now the clouds have passed. You're here at last. Chills run up and down my spine. Aladdin's lamp is mine. The dream I dreamed was not denied me. Just one look, and then I knew that all I longed for long ago, all I longed for long ago, all I longed for long ago was you. Was you.
Thank you. That's a beauty, isn't it?
It really is. Hey, we got a comment. Joyce said, No Moon at All is really coming back lately. She said, really popular with young jazz singers. Other people are commenting, it disappears. These songs cycle back around a great tune. And we have a bunch of other comments from some other regulars. Mike is here. Hi, Mike. I will put the tip jar link up in a second. He's clapping. He's a buddy of mine. Bunny is here. She's a great guitar player, friend of mine. Lives back east somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where Bunny lives. And let's see, we also have... Let's see, Rochelle says, sounds great. Dean says, hi, Suze, sounds great. Veronica says...
Hi, Dean, up there in the Central Coast.
Oh, cool. And then Veronica says, superior sounds. So that's pretty cool. And then, let's see. I think I got most of the comments that are coming in. They're really chatty over on the Facebook side, and the YouTubers just seem to be digging it. So that's good. And I will put those tip jar links back up in a second. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody else, but we do have some tips. Andre, who is probably our most regular tipper, is here, and he sent something in. Susan sent in a tip, and she just wrote, as her note, she just wrote, "Yay." So we love that. John sent a tip in, and also Fred. Thank you, Fred, and Nick. Nick, who is playing here in a few weeks. I will get to my commercial when we get about halfway through the show. But thank you for everybody that tips. And then we actually have a friend that sends in a recycling monthly tip, and I'm working on some more of that for people that want to support us and not have to take time away from the show to go click on the buttons. They can just do a monthly recurring payment thing, and that decide where the money goes. But if any amount helps. Let's see. Oh, Susan is over here now. She says, love you, Suze. Sounds great.
Thank you.
And Kat Connor. I noticed Kat signed up for the mailing list.
That's our pal Kat.
Yeah, I get a little notice email when somebody signs up, and Kat just signed up last week. So groovy. Maybe she found out about this through you, probably, but maybe through that. And let's see who else is. So if you want to get on the mailing list, I'll put that. I can put that link up now. If you do, I don't spam the heck out of you. I send out one email on Monday to let you know what's going on, and oh, there it is. And sometimes I send out other additional things. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the music. What do you got for us now?
Wow, it's a whirlwind here at the Billy Holton show.
Does Ken need a rest? Do we have to take a break?
No.
Okay. Well, this is a tune that I think a lot of people will recognize, maybe. It's by Arthur Johnston and Sam Coslow from 1934. Here, let's just do it.
Okay.
Okay. The music seemed to be so reminiscent. I knew I'd heard it somewhere before. I racked my recollections as I listened, when suddenly I remembered once more. I can't even think of his name. But it's funny now and then how my thoughts go flashing back again to my old flame. My old flame. My new lovers all seem so tame, for I haven't met a gent so magnificent or elegant as my old flame. Well, I've met so many who've had fascinating ways, a fascinating gaze in their eyes. Some who took me up to the skies, but their attempts at love were only imitations of my old flame. I can't even think of his name, but I'll never be the same until I discover what became of my old flame. So many who had fascinating ways, a fascinating gaze in their eyes. Some who took me up to the skies, but their attempts at love were only imitations of my old flame. I can't even think of his name, but I'll never be the same until I discover what became of my old flame. What became of my old flame? My old flame.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. And Bunny brought up a good point. She said she loves hearing these seldom heard verses. You guys have picked some real gems that we don't hear that often, and it's really great. Joyce says, "I think the lyrics are funny. The old flame made a real impression, but the singer can't remember the name. It's really funny."
Except
lyricist.
I have to say that in my age group right now, the other day I did on a daydream try to remember old flames, and I know I missed one or two. Just so you know, I mean, I think there's a reality to it as well. At least when I'm singing it. I mean, I remember the vibe, but not necessarily. Yeah.
You didn't tattoo them on your arm?
No,
like some people
I
do.
remember why we moved on.
Hey, I do. Catherine is also here. She says, "So wonderful to hear you." I don't like to read people's last names, although they're on Facebook with their last name, so I guess it wouldn't be weird. I just don't like to do that. But and Tova is here also. She says she remembers hers, at least one of them.
I relate. Yes, I get it. Yes.
Oh, and it was Susan. She's over on YouTube. And she says, yes, I did that. That was her that said yay.
Okay.
So thank you, Susan. And I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to keep up with these other. Oh, wait, we have another one. We have Jeannie. Am I pronouncing it right? Jeannie and John have sent in a
Jeannie and
tip.
John, my old friends.
They are having. It said, "What a nice evening. This is a nice evening. I'm so relaxed tonight. You guys are awesome."
Well, will there be cocktails after?
Way ahead of you.
Oh.
No, but I'm sure Phil up in Canada has some. It's his favorite clothing optional activity. He says is to watch these shows. But okay, well, let's get on with this crazy. Oh, actually, let's see. Oh, it's about 7:30. Can I take a minute and do my little commercial for the upcoming shows?
Yes, get
Okay.
this thing happening across the globe.
Give me a sec here, and let's hope this works today. So this is fun. I've got us booked all the way through March. And so I'm hoping that the video will work. It doesn't seem, there it is. So next Tuesday is the Jazz Roundtable number 18, and this is instrumentalists who sing. So it's Dave Tull on drums and vocals, Lyman Medeiros on bass and vocals, and John Prue on keyboards and vocals. And the cool thing, we normally do the Jazz Roundtables remote. They're all coming into the studio, so it's going to be kind of like a show, but we're going to do some talking about, singing and playing and jazz and all that good stuff. So join us. And then next Thursday, show 100. Can you believe it? 100 shows. And that includes all the socially distant things and the best ofs and everything, but 100 shows. Who knew we'd get this far? And that's going to be our favorite rockabilly band, Switchblade 3. That is a party, and you've got to come see that if you haven't already. And then Dave Tull will be back with his trio, and that's with Quinn Johnson and Kevin Axt on bass. And then coming up after that is a Nick Gomez quartet. Nick is a young sax player in town. Young. He's not like 12 or anything, but he's a younger sax player, and he's a brilliant musician. He's just so musical. And he's got 3 new guys with him. I don't have their names written down, and I apologize if you're watching. But and then coming in with the Room Ensemble, and that's Chris Wabich, our house drummer. And that's with Dimitris Machlis. And, the bass player, I'm always spacing on his name. He's do you know who I'm talking about? I'm sorry. It just I'm completely. I follow him on Instagram, and he always has the coolest. Dan Lutz is the bass player. Follow him on Instagram. He's always putting up the greatest stuff. And then Lyman Medeiros, who's going to be playing bass next Tuesday, is bringing a trio in. And I'm spacing on the guys who come with it. But we got a full schedule all the way through March. It's going to be a blast. So come back and check us out. Get on the mailing list and all that good stuff. So okay, done with that. Back to the matter at hand. So. Let's see. Well, you got another song for us?
Yes, we do.
You have a whole. Okay, great.
Well, now this is an obscure kind of out tune. At least I thought it was when I brought this into the gentleman, and the Spanish title is El Amor Llamo, L-L-A-M-O with an accent. El Amor Llamo. I was a German minor, so I really terrible at the Spanish thing. But anyway, so I had this tune from like 30 years ago, when I was doing a solo theater piece called Lunar One, and I had all these tunes about the moon, and this was one of them that never saw the light of day really since 35 years ago, and I brought it in, and I thought they were going to say, oh, too weird. And then they have fully embraced it. So we're going to offer you The Moon Was Yellow. And you have your slide as to who the hell wrote this tune. Okay.
One, two, one, two, three,
The moon was yellow and the night was young. A smile brought us together, and I was wondering whether we'd meet again someday. The moon was yellow and a song was sung. That vocal inspiration gave me the inclination to give my heart away. Here we are. Is our romance to continue? hung around that Cupid fellow. Behold, the moon is yellow, and the night is young, and the night is young. And the moon is yellow.
Thank you.
I think we have to have you back tomorrow night. We'll do a special
You know,
Friday.
Billy, that would be a great tune for you to do percussion with us sometime.
I was in here in my head.
You know,
I
you
was
can
playing
hear
percussion.
it, can't you? I know.
Yeah.
And originally on the sheet music it says tango, but that's I don't know what we're exactly doing, but it has that tension
Yeah.
in it. That yeah.
Exactly. No, that's boy. The three of you just have. There's a lot of space, but there's so much music going on in the space as well, which is just lovely. So,
We skipped it, and we're gonna come
are you calling an audible?
We are, because we skipped the fabulous Tom Rizzo tune that
I
the two
know.
of them are going to play. Well, I blame it on me because I didn't have it's all my fault. It's all my
Are
fault.
we doing that now?
We're gonna do it.
Yes, they're going to do now
Sweet.
Q&A.
Well, before you do, let me just say thank you to Tova and Michael for sending tips in.
Thank you for
Thank
those
guys.
tips.
I put the tip jar links in. Like I said, no amount is too small. Oh, and while I have you here, my captive audience, please, like or thumbs up or click whatever format you're watching on the video, because that helps the people find it and that sort of thing. And you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. Get on the mailing list. That helps. And then I will put the tip jar link up on the screen so you can see it as well. So, yeah, we spent all this time on these fancy graphics and just in order to entice you to help tip the musician. So, so anyway, that's enough of the advertising here. Let's get to this tune. What's it called, Tom? You got a name for it?
Yeah, this is called Q&A.
Q&A.
Right, and you can make up whatever words you want for the Q and the A.
Okay, we can't hear you completely. Can you translate for him?
He's saying that the name of the tune is Q&A, and that we're allowed to make up what we think the Q and the A actually stand for.
Oh, okay. I have a whole list here. Well, okay. If you're out there watching and you're in the chat rooms, you send us what you think Q&A stands for, and if it's possible for me to read it on the air, although I'm not really bound by by FCC regulations here on the web, I don't think. So send it in. I'll make a judgment call if I can read it back. So okay. So take it away then, guys.
One, two, 3, 4.
wasn't. I it's really. I'm just always so stunned.
That is such a great tune. Well, Bunny has a question. She says, "Brilliant guitar work. What guitar is that? Very sweet, mellow tones."
Okay, maybe here. You might have to translate. They can't.
Oh,
Oh,
what
yeah.
do you need? Oh, I don't know what to do. Here, there, take that, take that.
Does this work, Billy? Doing it like this?
Perfect. That's great.
This is a guitar. It's made by a boutique guitar maker based in New Jersey. His name is Roger Boris. Roger's
Okay.
a great guitar maker. He's been making guitars for 30 years. It's
Show,
B-
show it to your camera there.
Oh, it's so there you can see the headstock of the guitar. It's Roger Boris, Borys, and Roger just kind of figured out something that is just right about guitars. You know, most guitar players they're constantly looking for new guitars, and every time they go into a new town, they go into the guitar store and they try out 10. It's a sickness. And here's what happened with this guitar. As soon as I got this guitar, I stopped looking for other guitars. It was the weirdest thing. It was like, okay, this one's just fine. So thank you, Roger. And it's based on the Gibson L5 kind of jazz guitar body size. But that's the history of the guitar.
Wow. See, you come to Live at 0 BPM, and not only do you get great music, but you learn something. Speaking of which, I have merchandise. I've got hats. Aren't these hats cool? And I've got the T-shirts, of course, you see me wearing. I still have some in stock, so if you want one, just go to the website. You can find it there. And it's great. I tell people, like, if you don't know what it says, if it says live, it might look like it says live at 0 BPM. So it could be, you meet somebody and they're like really on the metaphysical end, and you just say you want to live at the speed of nirvana. So it really, it means many things to many people. It also says #support live music on it, because that's like our thing here. Anyway, we have a couple of guesses for Q&A.
Okay.
We have quality and ambience. And I like this one. That was Toby that said that, who also said. And then Joyce said, "Quest for an anagram."
And yours, Tom?
Bunny wants to change it to GAS, Guitar Acquisition Syndrome. But we have a couple of comments that I missed. I get a little slow on these. Like Brad is here. Brad is a great guitar player, plays here all the time, playing next month. He said, "No Moon at All" is a great choice. So see how far behind I am on reading these comments. And Mike, who said to Tippin earlier, he just wrote, "Love this!" Exclamation point. It might have been 2. I don't remember looking back that far. But I did ask some people where they were from on the YouTube channel. And is it Jeanne or Jeannie? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. She's up in Mandeville Canyon. That's where
That's
we said
Jeannie. That's Jeannie.
Okay, hey, Jeannie. And then Susan is in... Susan is in Studio City. And she also said about that last tune, smoking. She's got the yay exclamation point. She got the smoking. She's great. You got to come back, Susan. Oh, yeah. Just clear your calendars Thursday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific, and come back and join us. You can see we have a lot of fun here, and we love the everybody here. Oh, and Phil says Quebec and Alberta. Maybe it's a Canadian song you play.
Quebec and Alberta.
Yeah.
Oh, Quebec and Alberta, yeah.
Are you going to tell us what you think your Q&A is? Absolutely not. Oh, it's a private, very
those are the
subtextual,
best.
very personal.
Cool. Well,
Sure.
we got time for 2 or 3 more, I think.
Good. Perfect.
All right.
I think let's go down the list, right?
Well, yes, we're moving. We're skipping one now.
Okay.
And we're going over here to the Mo Jaffe Clay Bolin
Okay.
tune.
Cool.
Okay, you see that?
I do.
Okay, man. So that's
You wrote it in all caps, so I can't miss it.
Yes. Okay. This tune, I actually first I heard one of my favorite singers, who's just a great singer and musician, Kate McGarry, and she was at Samfirst, and I heard her do her total deconstruct of this. She's just such a beautiful musician, and I just loved the tune and the lyrics, and it resonated with me. It's just the kind of life I've been leading all my life. So I brought it to the gentlemen, and they went, "Yeah, okay, let's do this." So this is how far we got with this now.
Great.
If I am fancy free and love to wander, it's just the gypsy in my soul. If I am fancy free and love to wander, it's just the gypsy in my soul. There's something calling me from way out yonder. It's just the gypsy in my soul. I've got to give vent to my emotions. I'm only content having my way. There is no other life of which I'm fonder. It's just the gypsy in my soul. fancy free and love to wander. It's just the gypsy in my soul. There is no other life of which I'm fonder. It's just the gypsy in my soul.
Thank you.
That was really beautiful.
It's a beautiful tune, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Hey, hang on a sec. I gotta text my mom something. Just, Mom, I have a new favorite singer. Love Billy. Okay, cool. I had to do that. I want to wait because it's late. She might be going to bed soon. I didn't want to keep her up, So.
Hi, Mom.
So thank you. And more tips are coming in. Hillary, my good friend from Boston, they're having an ice storm out there again, which is Boston. So this happens like 20 times a year. But she says it's a little herky-jerky but that's the internet side, but she's really digging it, and that's great. We had a couple of the tips. Bunny sent a tip in, and thank you, Bunny. She said sweet music, and then Mark sent a tip in, and he says, sounds amazing. Give a shout out to Ken Wild from the Prez of the Barry Zweig fan club.
Mark, I know that, Mark.
Mark's been to a bunch of shows.
We miss Barry's
Yeah.
Wag. We miss Barry's Wag.
Yeah, sorry I mispronounced his name. I met Barry a couple times, but I didn't know him that well. But
I before E.
yes.
You know, it's one of those.
All right.
things. E before
it
I.
is. Well, it's so far away from here.
Otherwise known as BZ.
But
BZ.
yeah, I'm just like looking for some other comments that anything came in. Jennifer's here. I didn't say hi to Jennifer. So hi, Jennifer. She's clapping and smiling, having a good time. Joyce is saying this is really enjoyable trio. Thank you all. Joyce is
Thank
one of our
you.
regulars. She's really cool. And Joyce, you won on our best of show or whatever we did. You won one of the prizes, and I don't have any CDs to sell you. But I'm going to write you and see if I can send you some MP3 files. If you have a way to listen to them, I'll send you an album or so of that I have. So. Sorry, I didn't forget about you. And Phil, yes, I'm going to send your shirts. I have to go and stand in line at the post office because you're in Canada and they make you fill out forms. But I have not forgotten about you, one of our most loyal followers. So, anyway, what are you guys going to do next?
Well, go ahead.
Well, there's several folks who were back east coping with blizzards. So we think we would like to offer up this Steve Swallow tune with words by Stanley Kornfeld, and it's about the falling grace of falling snow. That's probably when they're digging out their driveway, they could care less about this, but this is another way to look at it from inside your warm house, looking at the snow falling.
Snow falls in space, creates a falling grace, starlight and passing its time in flight, and changing light, falling in space with a timeless falling grace, leaving no trace. The wind is whispering no regrets. Oh, how soon time forgets. We'll learn this yet, to move in space, fall with grace, leave no trace. Falling grace.
Thank you.
Oh, what a beautiful song. Nice lyrics, too.
Thank you.
So,
I hope that made people feel better who were in the snow. Snow.
well, Hillary, she said they got 39 inches last weekend, which is just a light dusting for them up there. So Andre says, yeah, with 3 exclamation points. Wow. Andre is a good friend of ours. And Rochelle says, awesome trio. I've enjoyed watching and listening to them perform. Rochelle is, I can't remember where Rochelle is from, but she's one of our regulars. I can't believe I can't remember that. But, it's, and Joyce just sent 4 hearts.
Wow.
Yeah, no, 5. I'm sorry. It was 5 hearts.
5 hearts.
Yeah, well, that's 1 more. Hillary says beautiful. So, well, we got time. You want to do the Lennon-McCartney tune?
Would you like to do that as opposed to the
We'll do this
Horace
as your
Silver
last tune.
Okay, here's our last tune then.
Yeah, the last tune. Wink, wink.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Scott just sent a tip in, and Tom and I were talking about Scott beforehand. The percussionist.
Oh, Scott, the bread man?
The bread man sent a tip in. Thanks, Scott. So I'll and then Shannon. Oh, hey, Shannon. My friend Shannon, who is living in a tiny house, just sent a tip in.
A tiny tip from the tiny house.
It's a tip from the tiny house.
That's very nice. Thank you. I'm thinking about the tiny house thing. That seems good. Okay. All right, so this is arranged. Okay. This is you all probably can sing along. This is Lennon McCartney. You know those guys, and it's an arrangement by Tom Rizzo, which is just kind of startling. Not Tom, but the arrangement.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Oh, look at all the lonely people. Oh, look at all the lonely people. Father Mackenzie writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near. Look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Oh, look at all the lonely people. Oh, look at all the lonely people. church where a wedding has been, lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Arrangement by Tom Rizzo.
That was really cool. Very nice. Hey, we have a ton of comments we got to get to before, and then we're going to see if the audience wants an encore or not. But oh, Rochelle lives in Vallejo. I'm sorry, I forgot that, Rochelle. And thank you for reading her comments, of course. And thank you for the kind words. Let's see. Neil said, "Hello, gang." Neil's got a radio or internet show I was a guest on, and he's been a regular fan. And then Judith over on YouTube, she sends 8 X's, so 8 kisses with 5 exclamation points. I mean, I don't even know if I can act out what that means unless I come in there and kiss all of you like 8 times each. I'm not exactly sure how to.
I'd like to see that a little later, Billy, if possible.
That'll be on the extended show. And also, Susan says sublime version of this tune. She really liked that. And we had another comment. They're flying in here, but let's just see if the audience feels like the encore. And oh, well, yes, of course they do.
Well, they're standing.
We have,
Yeah.
we may be few, but we're far between. This audience of ours is the best in the internet world. I'm going to say that. Somebody proved me wrong, but we have a really great audience. They want an encore. You got something for us?
We do.
We would like to offer this classic Horace Silver tune.
Okay.
And as an affirmation of peace and justice on the planet, and we hope there is no war in the Ukraine and Russia. And he wrote this tune in the 60s, and it just stays relevant forever. Sorry to say, but it is. But there you go. And I'm a gardener, so is he.
Okay.
There's a place that I know where the sycamores grow and daffodils have their fun. When the cares of the day seem to slowly fade away in the glow of the evening sun. Peace when the day is done. If I go there real late, let my mind meditate on everything to be done. Search deep inside, let my conscience be my guide, then the answers are sure to come. Don't have to worry none. new point of view. Life's true meaning comes to you, and the freedom you seek is one. Peace is for everyone. Peace is for Amen.
What a fantastic way to end the show. We went a little long tonight, which is okay, because it needed it. We needed more of this, so this was fantastic. And I just want to say, I'm going to introduce you all. So it's the WoRK Trio, or I guess sometimes you say the
Trio WoRK.
Okay, so it's Ken Wild on bass. Let me get the close-up of Ken there. There he is. Look at that good-looking guy. Okay, and then we have Mr. Tom Rizzo on
That's
guitar.
the R.
Thank you, Tom. And then we have, of course, Miss Susan Krebs.
K. I'm the K.
She's the K. The W, the R, and the K. The O is extra. You get that for free, right? No, truly fantastic having you. Joyce is hearting and clapping and hearting and clapping more. Christy is hearting and clapping. Phil says, thanks, Billy and friends, for another fine night of entertainment. He would not be anywhere else on a Thursday night. He also said, he mentioned that up in Ontario, it's been snowing for 30 hours now, and it's still coming down. He was asking if Hillary from Boston wants to come up and help him shovel. And I know she loves to shovel snow. So I'm sure she'll drive right up there. Tova says, very enjoyable. Phil, it's having a great time. Over here, Susan gave me a 6 of the OK symbols, which is great. And Judith says, fantastic. So sorry I missed the first time. Hey, Judith, this same link you're looking at now on YouTube, it's going to last forever. So, and also, if you're watching a rerun of this or something, you can still tip. That tip jar stays open until I decide to move to wherever I'm moving. But it's going to be up there for a long time. So just go check it out. You can choose who you want to tip, how much, and make sure the money gets to the guys and where it's supposed to go. And so thank you. We are 100% tip-based. That's all we live on here, to keep the lights on and paying the musicians. So please consider sending a tip in if you can and are able. And I guess there's nothing left to say, but I have this fancy outro to talk about what's going on next week. Susan, the guys, anybody want to say anything to anybody?
Thank you for having us in your very happening series. And, you know, I've watched several of your entries, and it's wonderful music that's being played in this studio with you at the dial. So thank you. I'm proud, pleased and proud to have been asked to show up and do our part here. Thank you.
I would love to have you guys back again soon.
Just ask.
Okay. Let's see. One more comment. Jeannie says, thank you, Suze, Tom, and Ken. Great energy. And you too, of course, Billy. Oh, well, thank you. Like, it's always nice to get a little shout out here. Okay, here I'm playing the outro, and we will see you Tuesday and Thursday of next week. And every Thursday, get on the mailing list and send something in, and we'll see you all soon.
Thanks for joining us at Live at 0 BPM. These shows will be archived on YouTube and Facebook, so tell your friends. Coming up, 2 shows. On Tuesday, February 8th, it's the Jazz Roundtable number 18, Instrumentalist Who Sing, featuring Dave Tull, Lyman Medeiros, and John Prue. On Thursday, February 10th, it's our 100th show, so it's Switchblade 3, featuring Brad Heyman, Itaro Sacco, and Bernie Dressel. Showtime, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific. Go to live@0bpm.com for details and to sign up for our mailing list. Also, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. These Jazz Roundtable shows will also be released as a podcast, so please subscribe. See you soon.